Do you want to be a YouTube star or edit a short family vacation movie? I'll show you how to edit all your videos into a cohesive movie with all the effects and titles and everything that you need, all on just free software. What you'll need to get started is your video clips on PC or Mac. Here are some minimum requirements for the app we're using, Davinci Resolve. If you don't have either or, you can check out my video on how to edit videos on your phone up here. So let's get started. Alright guys, to get started, you would need to download Davinci Resolve. You can find it in the link in the description below. It's free to download. There is a premium version, but we're going to use the free version for today's video. So just click on here. Once you do that, fill up a small form that shows up, like so. And as far as I'm concerned, you can fill it up with anything. You'll still get the download, so that's fine. Alright, now once you have the program installed, launch Davinci Resolve. Alright, that will bring you to the project page. You can click on it. Untitled project. You should see this screen. Now click on this cog here on the bottom right to go to these master settings, and you can set up how you want the project to be. So the timeline resolution, I'm doing a 2:1 4K, but if you're doing it for YouTube for normal 1080p processing, you can select the common resolutions here. You need to import all your media in, so just right click. Let's just click on this media pool up here, and now you can just browse your hard drive from here. You can do that. I have my things here, or you can right click, import, and then use the Windows Explorer, depending on which method you prefer. Go ahead and do that. Alright, once you do that, so footage I got here, I'm gonna import that. Don't change. Alright, all of it is imported. Now I need to sync audio between these clips. This is externally recorded audio, and this is the video up here. So just select all those, auto sync audio based on main form, and that's it, done. Now we need to start editing our clips. So these are 3 separate videos that I shot, but I'm just going to edit one of them. So I'm going to just go to the cut page, which is the second one up here, and just double click this. So it's up here. I can see another thing. If you're having playback issues, you can go to playback, timeline proxy, select half or quarter depending on how slow your system is. I can go half, I guess. I'll still be fine. So I'll just do that. So this is a wide shot of my video. If I need to adjust it, there's the inspector up here. You can click on it and you can zoom in, say like so. So this is before you start using the clip. So all clips will be applied with the same kind of treatment. So you can do this, and now if you drag it, say it's like this is a bad shot. I re-recorded it up here. So I'm gonna press E. By the way, all the shortcuts are located up here. I've customized mine, and I would link them in the description below. You can just click on this cog here and click on import preset and just import mine, and then just select it. It's called Sherlock Crow. Then once I press E, everything from this point to the end of the clip is selected, but I don't want all of it. I just want where I say, for example, I'll just increase the volume a little. Say this is the end of the video that I'm trying to make. So I'm gonna press R. So E is in, R is out. Now to drop it in down to the timeline, I can just press B, but before I do that, I'll just import my preset timeline. This is optional, but even if you just press B, it will create a new timeline for you. Now I can just press B, and it's here, the whole thing.
A flash drive that cannot be formatted using traditional ways, like right-click and...
If I go back, there is... so there is a little bit of extra cut, so I can just adjust it from here.
A flash.
1 second.
You have a flash.
Now I can press Q to cut this left bit off because I don't need it. Just press Q, bam, it's gone.
You have a flash drive that cannot be formatted using traditional ways, like right-click and format from Windows Explorer.
Now that we have the rough cutting done, I can go to the edit page and start adding other things such as titles, music, all that. So first up, let's
You have a flash drive that cannot be formatted using traditional...
So I need a photo of a flash drive here. I can just download it off of the internet from free PNG websites. Be careful of the copyrighted content, so I can just say flash drive PNG. There we go. Just get this one. Let it load. Save. And import archive. Alright. Just saved it. I'll drag and drop it onto Resolve. There it is there. It's transparent background, so I can place it anywhere just by clicking on the square thing here. Just place it there. Now,
You have a flash.
as soon as I say flash, I want it to display, so I'll just drag this here. And then I can add a transition. I have some transitions here that are preloaded and some that I've downloaded, so I'm just gonna add this one, diagonal wipe. Select the clip, right click, add to selected edit points and clips. Now it will do this.
Flash drive that cannot
Bang.
be formatted using traditional ways, like right-click.
Like right clicking and format. So I have a clip that I want to show on top of this. So if I go to my extra clip of this is the screen capture of the video. I'm gonna mute all of the tracks so I don't need to hear it. Okay. Alright, so now we can see the video. You can resize the window if required, if you need to. I say about this is enough. Okay. So right click, format. I just want this part here. So I'll just drag just the video part. I don't need the audio. I'll drop it right here.
Flash drive that cannot be formatted using traditional ways, like right-click and format from Windows.
And then there's this one that I need to right click and format. There you have it. Right click and format. And then as soon as this comes up, I'll add that part. And I press Shift 2 on my keyboard to go back to the clip that I was editing. So I don't need to double click here. There it is, Shift 2. And then you can see that as soon as I press OK, it fails to format. So at this point I want to zoom in on my face a little bit so it gets a little bit interesting. So go to cut page, we're at the same spot. I'll just click on this button, close up, bang. Because I zoomed in earlier, it's kind of a bit finicky, so I'm just gonna reposition it and zoom, make it central. So now it will play like this, so it's less boring. So at this stage I want to start showing my computer. So let's grab our screen grab and let's start showing where I start command prompt. I'm going to close that. I'm going to show press start, open command prompt, run as admin, then do this, and do this, and do this. Okay. Alright. I need it up till here. And we're just going to drag all of it. I'll tell you why in a second. Because sometimes you might have a little more than is needed, or sometimes you might have way less. I'll show you how to retime it and cut it up so you can have a freeze frame playing for a bit and then do other stuff while it's freeze framed, and you can continue the video after a while. So let's do this. Hit play. This thing, we can see that start button is not visible. I'm going to adjust the clip so that it is visible. There it is. Play it again. Okay, now I already said type in disk path and enter, so I need to show it at this stage. So let's just press N on my keyboard. Again, my shortcuts are in the description. These are not the default shortcuts. Press N, that'll cut the clip. And at this stage, I want to see disk path bit here. So if I keep going, that's disk path. So I need it. I think so far it's great. You know, I don't need to actually cut because look. List disk. Now here I've selected disk 3, but in my voiceover I'm saying disk X, but I need to mention something on the screen so that viewers don't get confused. So I'll go to titles and then I'll go maybe use callout exactly where I need it. I'm gonna say I am selecting disk 3 as edit in this example, and then I want to place this call out where it says disk 3. So first I'm gonna position the thing sample P. Now it is kind of sort of visible, the title, but I want to add a black box around it so it's easily visible. Let's just say I want it here. What happens now? I'll let it render out because it's a fusion thing which takes a bit of time for CPU to calculate the animations. Now at this stage I'm going on about how you need to be careful when you enter the command clean, but I haven't gotten to the point where I actually said it. So at this point I need to freeze the frame at about here. Depending on your PC, this might take a bit. The fusion thing, and the playback might be choppy while it's happening, so maybe let it finish before you proceed. I'm going to move this up and I'm going to get a generator and then solid color, put it underneath. Now I can crop it, zoom out, put it up here. So they can see it. There you go. Now, at this stage, I want to pause the video here, but I want to still keep talking about it. So what I'm going to do is just scroll using this little bar up here and go down. I want to freeze frame exactly here. So I press N to make a cut, and then I go 2 frames ahead, and then press N again, and now I can drag this one out, maybe up to here, and this is the frozen frame that we have. Now it should stay like this. There it is, it stays like that. This is where I want the clean command to enter, so I'll do it like that, and I'll extend this up here. Let's play that again. At this stage I'm saying type in format, but the top video just says select partition 1. So I need to add some way to let my viewers know that I forgot to say this in the voiceover part. So what I'll do is grab a title, just a regular title, and drag it over here. Okay, that's where I need it. And then I can just say before format command type select partition 1. Now this is a bit too big, so I'm gonna make it slightly smaller and out of the way like so. Alright, now I can keep going. So one other thing I noticed with this, that this clip stays on for too long. I want to make it quicker. So once I do the format command, I want it to kind of go away quick. So what I'll do, press N to make a cut here. And I want to shorten this without removing any of the content. So I'll press Ctrl R on my keyboard. That'll bring up this thing, and I'll just speed it up by 250%. And let's see how that looks. Okay. I think I can. Okay, at this stage where I say internal or external, I want a different clip. Where I start typing format, I'm gonna go retime controls, shorten this as well to 200%, and then bring this one here, close the speed ramp tool. At this stage I also want to show the viewers the subscribe button. So what I can do here is just zoom out a little bit by pressing and holding shift and using my mouse wheel. Then I have my sub thing up here, so I'll just drop it on here. Alright, it's being rendered, and I think that's pretty much it. All that's left to do now is add some music. So what I'll do is grab my track. I want to use, what is this? I like this one. Okay, let's use this one. What I'm gonna do is just drag and drop it to the track 2. Before we trim it to the final length, I want to add my intro and outro. I have it on my folder up here. You can create those yourself if needed. Play music over it, and in the end I'm gonna fade it out. So if I go to audio transitions, crossfade to 0, and select this. It's struggling to play because it's still rendering the second thing. I'll wait for it to finish, and then that's it. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is have your base clip, then your B-roll, and then everything else. Say in this case, if you wanted to color grade, or say this, like, I only show up for a few seconds in this whole video, but if I wanted to mess with the colors, what I could do is just right click, add tracks. I don't want any more audio tracks. I just want insert position above A roll. That's exactly what I want. Click on add. Now all I need is, I believe, open effects. Just go to effects, and then adjustment clip, and I need to adjust this whole clip. Right now I select that, go to color, and I can mess with the brightness, the gamma, the color vibrance, and you shouldn't touch this hue dial, make you alien like, but you can double click and reset it to the default value. That looks satisfactory to me. I'll go back to the edit page. Everything's rendered. I'm gonna just play. So the video is perfect. I watched it all. Go to deliver page. Now I need to select all these options. Now generally speaking, you can leave them all to default. Just uncheck frame reordering, and once you do all that, you can click these three dots and save it as a preset, so you don't have to select them all the time. I have my preset right here. Click on it. Here are my settings, 4K. There is no location specified, so as soon as I press this add to render queue button, it'll ask me where to save. I'm gonna save it the export folder right here. I'm gonna title it how to format a disk using CMD. Enter. Now click on render all and wait for the project to finish. While the video render is going on, I'm going to jump onto canva.com to create a thumbnail. Pretty useful tool if you're making a YouTube thumbnail real quick. So just select one of the free tutorial ones. Meanwhile, we've been doing that, our render has completed. So I can just close the project, go to our export folder, and hit play. Bang. Perfect video. Anyway, if you want to watch this full video, you know where to find it. And that's it. And that's it. You can watch this final render on my YouTube channel. This was posted on Monday, the 3rd of January 2022. Alright guys, smash that like button if you learned something new. Consider subscribing and dinging that notification bell if you want to watch more helpful content. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.